1 second here. I need to pull up the stream chat because I realized I forgot to do that. All right, perfect. Okay, so just to introduce ourselves, I'm Willow, and I'm
John.
Joined here by my roommate John, and we are going to do some Cadence of Hyrule for you. So, a couple quick things to note. This is a really strategically dense run. We are not going to have time to even remotely explain everything that we're doing in here, but we're going to try our hardest. So this is on version 1.2.0. This had a major update to v1.4.0 on Friday, which breaks some speed tech that we use. So we're running on an old version for now, just so that we didn't have to ask to change the estimate again. So that said, are you ready?
Our time doesn't actually start till...
Our time does not actually start. So we're going to start out by doing something called the map exploit. Time in this game does not actually start until you pick a character and wake them up. So we're going to go to Link's house, which gets us the map tiles right around it, or visible to us. And now we're going to go to Zelda's house, and I will give you a count-in for when time starts. Are you guys ready on the timer end?
We are indeed. So whenever you're ready.
All right, John, you ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. So in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So right now, John went over to go grab the telescope because he's Zelda. Only the primary character can actually go grab the telescope that lets us see farther on the map, and because the map's entirely randomly generated, that helps us a lot. There's just a bit of like scripted movement we've got down here. Run is not blessed. There's no 20 rupee. And now we're both Zelda because the DLC pack is awesome. All right. Let's see. Where are we going? Straight down. So our main objective up front is to get to the Gerudo Desert. In the Gerudo Desert, you get a progression item called the Power Glove, and the Power Glove lets us skip a whole lot of stuff, primarily the first floor of most dungeons. So we are on our way to that right now. I think we only have 2 screen transitions. Yep. Yeah. Am I blue or purple? I think I'm blue. Yeah, I'm blue. Okay. Solution to this puzzle is always the same. It is green, yellow, light blue, dark blue, and I am really, really slow. Fantastic, and then there's the Power Glove. That is the primary vessel through which we do strats to this game. I'm going to go place that on my X button. You can shovel.
I do.
Alright. Is it worth the bomb? It is probably not worth the bomb.
I just got 3 bombs, it is.
Excellent. Alright, perfect. So now we're going to go head into this room here. Also, something that probably would have been a good thing to preface with. This is basically Crypt of the Necrodancer. If you've ever played that, it's a rhythm game roguelike. Well, while there are enemies on the screen, you are locked to the beat. Which is something that we are continuing with right now. And it's basically that, but Zelda. It's a very creative little game. And I am very fond of it, although I'm probably a little bit biased. I think that's everything we need out of here. Yep. Alright, so you want to explain what we're doing next?
So next we're heading to the lake. We're just going to be going to each of the dungeons and also Kakariko Village and unlocking their teleport points. If we do any of the dungeons, then we'll make the overworld harder for us, and we don't want to do that just yet.
That's another one of the most recent updates. They apparently made stairs work. In this, currently, if an enemy is attacking you while you're on stairs, you can't be hit by them, which is awesome because you can hit them. In the newer version, that is not the case. They can absolutely kill you, and we died to that earlier. Alright, so we're on our way to collect something called the Zora Flippers. The Zora Flippers allow us to treat deep water pretty much as though it was shallow water. We can swim through it at will, with some caveats. There is nothing in the game at all that will tell you that this is even an option that you have. So you probably missed this on your casual playthrough.
I know I did.
Dude, we missed it on speedruns up until like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, we had no idea.
We also didn't know we could fish.
Yeah, there's fishing in this game, which was discovered via data mining, but it was fully implemented. Like, it exists. You have to do it with a bottle, and it's deeply unpleasant, but it's a thing. I think Kakariko's like straight left.
Bomb is straight left.
Bomb is straight left. Okay, that's good. So we're heading to the Goron shop. You want to explain the significance of that? And why we're doing
So the
it?
Goron shop has the Goron locket, and it lets us move through lava as though it were water. Basically, just negates any fire tile damage. We can't actually get it just yet, but we unlock the teleport point for
I
it.
think Kakariko is northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we unlock the teleport for it. If we get a cheaper shop, or a ring of cheaper shops, then we can do that. That chest is usually a key.
Top layer was blocked.
Wait, going up was blocked?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the soundtrack of it. So this game got its first DLC pack, or not first, like second. Third, this game got a DLC pack in the past month or so, and that added a whole bunch of new soundtracks, which was a thing I dearly missed from the original Necrodancer. So we turned on the Family Jewels version, which A, slaps, and B, with doing absolutely no testing and experimentation, we're pretty sure it's at least slightly faster tempo-wise.
That's rough.
Yeah, this is rough map RNG. Wait,
It's all blocked off, all the way up the left side.
oh, really?
Yeah.
You see these things faster than I do. This is really rough.
One of the unfortunate things about playing a roguelike is that the map tiles are completely RNG, except for a couple of set things, like where the dungeons are. They're generally placed in the same places. Storm is always in the top 2 rows, Desert's always in a corner. Forest is always in the second or the second to last column, and Lake is always generally in the middle, near the bottom.
Also, something important to note is that John and I are going to be donating $25 for each of our unintentional deaths, and this is our least favorite screen.
It should also be noted that we're playing as Zelda on purpose for a very particular reason, and it's because Zelda is completely broken.
Yeah. You want to go over Neighbor's Love? Oh my god, what is this screen?
Unfortunate.
I hate
in
this screen
so many
so much.
ways. I don't think we can go this way.
We have the Power Glove. We can grab the green
We
tile.
can't pick it up. It's gotta be dragged.
Oh my god. What? Oh my god, this is off. Beach and Down
Maybe.
is like, I think, our best bet.
Sure.
This is horrendous. This is truly bad. Like, this is like, there are like at least 9 points at which we would have reset by now if this was PB attempts. Just need to get to Kakariko. But that's okay. We're kind of used to dealing with the RNG because, as it turns out, we speedrun a roguelike, which means everything is at the whimsy of whatever my system clock is. Well, this is sus.
No, it's probably just a regular.
Woo! Least useful ring in the game. Are you sure we're going up the right column?
No. But we are in...
Hang on. We want to go down and then left and then up, and that gets us to the Torch of Wisdom. So we're doing a lot of like strategy talk right now. So the Torch of Wisdom is an item that lets us see into any chest, any hidden corner, if there is an item on the map, it will show us exactly what it is, regardless of what's covering it. Which is really great. We want that because that means that we can find keys. We need a whole bunch of keys to get through this, and we can also see what's in Golden Chest. And a Golden Chest always contains a weapon. So in Kakariko Crypt here, which is our first little mini dungeon, there is a Golden Chest. It normally contains the not weapon we want. There's exactly 2 weapons that we are okay with, and whichever one we see first we will take, but we have a preference. Would you like to talk about what those are?
So our preference is for a long weapon because it has a lot better defensive abilities. It's a lot better for not being hit by enemies, and we're really bad at this game, so it's very helpful for us. I believe technically the broadsword is the best choice because it has the highest damage output possible, but we like to take things a little bit safer than that. Might be all the way. It is all the way up.
Yeah, it's all the way. Oh, and of course there's a winding path.
And so there are 2 long weapons in the game. There's the spear, and then there's the Zelda-specific rapier. And all of the weapons can have modifiers added to them. There are 5 modifiers. We only ever use, in the co-op run at least, the titanium upgrade. It adds 1 damage to the base attacks, and the rapier has an added bonus of while attacking, you're also still moving. If you're only, we're gonna go to.
Yeah, we want to go to forest from here.
So if you are 1 space in between you and the enemy, you'll still move forward when you attack, which is very good for going fast. And it also adds an extra damage, which is super convenient.
Yeah, so on top of the titanium providing a 2 damage weapon base to begin with, we should leave. Oh, that's $25. So on top of the titanium giving you 2 base damage to begin with, it also deals 3 damage most of the time if you're using it as a long weapon. Oh, okay, that's also $25. All right, good news. That one in specific is not really that bad of a time loss. We got 0 diamonds. We don't want to go there. Oh, we didn't collect the stone!
That's what I was gonna do. That's fine. It's real close.
I'm in agony.
So you'll notice we were going through Lost Woods. Lost Woods is not a terrible... let's go up. I'm just going from next to the stone. Lost Woods is a little difficult if you don't know exactly how you're getting in there, or how you're getting around. It's difficult to find the correct directions. It'll take you back to the beginning if you go in the wrong direction at any point. But it's always, the correct direction is always in where the highest level enemy in the map spawns.
So basically the gist of what we're doing right here is we're going in the direction of the strongest enemy. There's going to be a few screens of this, so if you have a donation now would be a good time to read it.
And certainly we do. We have a $51.80 donation from Matthew Williams with no comment. That brings our total up to $518.32.
Wow, thank you. That's incredible. I'm hoping I don't die again. Hooray! Alright, pretty good on that. Yeah. We lost wisdom. Do we have an easy way to get it? Oh, we had so many keys.
Yes.
Where?
It's directly below Kakariko, but we don't have...
Okay, we'll deal with that after we finish collecting warps. So something to note is that we're currently doing glitchless. I have no idea what the actual categories are for this, and I blame myself for being too lazy to go to speedrun.com and looking at it. We use in-game leaderboards for everything. Oh, watch out. Yep. We use in-game leaderboards for everything because the timer is really accurate on it, and eliminates loads pretty well. So I don't know if any percent glitchless is a thing, but in co-op you can immediately, and in the latest update, you can go directly to the final boss, but in co-op you can warp behind a barrier. Basically as soon as you load in by utilizing some controller-related chicanery. Handling that very well. We don't do that, because that's really hard, and we are not good at this game, as you have been able to surmise. We also run on this is specifically the thing that was patched in the latest version, pots can no longer press buttons, which is kind of a huge downer, given that it allows us to skip the first floor of this dungeon, and probably should have mentioned, we are skipping the first floor of every dungeon, through a variety of strats. The Power Glove is the primary one of those. John, would you like to go over the rest?
Well, in co-op, we can skip the lake's first level of the dungeon without using the Power Glove, just because we're playing with 2 people, and it lets us slide towards each other and then stop in the middle of a slide, just using each other as a stopping point. In
single player, you need to use an ice block for that with the Power Glove, which can stop you mid-slide for some reason, TM.
And then there's the desert. In the desert, once you have the ability to swim and also...
also obligatory damageless.
If you go to the desert, you can skip the first level of the dungeon if you have the flippers and the...
and the Goron Locket.
Yeah, that one.
Which allows us to treat lava like it was water. And also allows us to walk on hot coals and also makes the boss. It's a really good item. It's worth our time to go out of our way to get it. Who has wisdom? You? Okay,
Yes.
I'll do the thing.
You
Here's how we're gonna skip the first floor of this dungeon. I messed it up.
That's fine.
Don't worry, I'll do it again. We take this box, and then we throw the box on the button, and now we've skipped the first floor of this dungeon. Aren't we incredible? This is like the not good way. There's been a whole lot of very rough map generation for us. Combined with, I will politely describe it as moderately suboptimal enemy placement. That's $50 from me, I think. The game title on the layout is terrible. Yeah, this has the longest title of any game I have ever played. The category we're running is technically any percent story mode, unseated, co-op, glitchless, which I think is the maximum number of qualifiers you can add to that. Alright, making it through, surviving. It's really unfortunate that we haven't found a half-decent weapon spawn yet.
You'll note that it seems to be a little bit easier, or I'm taking damage less often now that I'm playing essentially by myself. And it's because the enemies get a lot less predictable when you're playing with co-op.
Yeah, this is one of the few games where co-op actually makes the game genuinely harder. Which is mostly because, like, Crypt of the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule are based very much around you understanding what your enemies are going to do at all times and that kind of pattern recognition. When there's two people, you have no idea what the other person is going to do because the other person is a fallible human and needs to be eliminated. You need to change that button.
I do need to change that button.
We use X as our mashing button,
and the glove doesn't have any kind of animation associated with it, so it makes it much better for mashing.
yeah, if you press the glove button accidentally, you just lose a beat and nothing else, which is probably the least volatile thing that we can have because you can't just assign empty inventory slots, I think. I've never actually tried. Damageless.
You always gotta get your hit in there.
Alright,
Free 20 rupees.
Alright. Perfect. We are deeply behind on money.
That's fine.
Lake. Alright, and now you get to see this awesome first floor skip where we just kind of walk through it. I'm going to grab these boots because these are fantastic. It's for this temple.
Specifically for this dungeon.
What do we have? It's a flail! We still don't have a half-decent weapon. I wanted a written apology from, like, the devs of this game. Specifically for this seed.
We're gonna not grab another key because we're low
Yeah,
on
we
money.
need the money. After this temple, we need 200 rupees, which we can grind a little bit. It doesn't take too long to get, especially because like overworld enemies will start dropping a lot more money once we've cleared 3 dungeons. Oh, Lord. Oh, right, I have the ignore ice. I could have just gone.
You could have, but you didn't.
I will let you do the bomb.
What? You don't want to use the last of your health?
Yep, no, I will not die as much. I
die.
will add another 25 to my unintentional death total just to make up for that.
We usually like to have a long weapon by the time we get here because it's much easier to deal with Wizrobo.
Yeah, all of the bosses have very punny names, and they're also based off of instruments. So this is Wizrobo. Previously we had killed Glockenspiel and Gomaracas. Wizrobo is a nightmare if you don't have a long weapon and or these boots. John making short work of him. Perfect. Look at that. Damageless.
If you couldn't tell, we like to say damageless only when we take damage, which is most of the time.
Yeah. Okay, so we need 200 rupees. We are at 69. Nice. Okay, there's a few.
An extra key.
Which is good. We were doing really good on keys before we had a double death, which is deeply unusual. But, you know, it's the Twitch tax. That combined with this RNG seed, which is just honestly the worst. Get back here. Okay. Okay. We're at 123. Nice. Right, I have the boots. Okay, getting there.
Alright.
I think that's 100.
You're having a rough day of it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, this is like the 19th run we've done of this today or something. It's all for charity, it's all on purpose, of course. Speaking of, are there a, Stidler, if you're still around, are there any cool incentives that I could put my $100 towards?
Certainly. Allow me to just take a look here.
Alright. Almost there.
Almost.
There's 5.
Don't die. Don't die.
Well, you've got the Pokemon Red any% glitchless. You have DuckTales Remastered. You have Axiom Verge, and to the protagonist and final boss in a leotard. That'll be fun. That's a $20 incentive to be met. So
I'm absolutely in on that leotard.
Well, there you go.
It's also worth mentioning the runner for Axiom Verge 100% is a very, very good friend of mine. Oh, hey, look, a good weapon! Yeah, the runner is going to be Falcon's Freako 2, who is an incredible guy, and as of earlier tonight, 3rd place on the leaderboards, although I haven't verified his run. He's also a former world record holder in the category, and just all around a cool dude, so like make sure you catch the Axiom Verge run and all of the amazing things that all the runners are having coming up next.
Oh, there's $25 for me.
I don't know why I went in here, we don't have any money.
You can always blow up pots.
Oh, I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna blow that up. We're actually doing really okay on keys.
Yeah. The good luck rupee?
The good luck rupee. Alright, where's the exit? I'm done with this, I'm out. This is going really well. This is the best run we've ever had. What's our PB?
20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes and 19 seconds or something. Get me out of here! Oh, I'm actually doing okay on health.
You are. Perfect.
That's what we should do. That is the strat, TM.
Well, it doesn't work when there's 2 people.
Yeah, fair. And now I have to go all the way back outside and get you. How dare you? And also, water mechanics are hard. Alrighty. Now we can go do this boss. We should go enchant first.
We should.
Yep. So here is another hidden little tidbit, just a little sprinkle on there that we're going to do, that the game will never ever tell you. There is a hidden room behind here that contains every enchantment in the game. There are, I think, 5, 6. There's a number of enchantments, and only one of them is even remotely useful in co-op. Normally, if this was a single-player run, we would be going for Obsidian that allows us to get a maximum of 3 damage on a normal hit, 4 on a rapier. But because there's 2 of us and only one of us is a percussionist, we're liable to lose beats, which means that our beat multiplier does not go up that high. And now we get to experience our favorite boss in the game, because it is so free.
Nice.
I didn't switch weapons.
Do you guys mind if we quickly plug something here?
Yeah,
oh, absolutely, go for it.
So, I have just been notified that when we reach $562, we will have reached $1,000 total raised for Organization for Autism Research over all of the marathons that we have done so far.
That is
currently
fantastic.
We currently raised $518, so close. We're almost there.
Well, you've got
You
got a few dollars coming towards the end of this run, or at the end of this run. Oh, we have the hook shot. You wanna go for it?
All right. So this is something special we were gonna do.
Also, we're really bad at this puzzle because we never do it.
I'm gonna let you do the puzzle.
Okay.
So there's a special weapon, a legendary weapon for each character, that you find either in the final dungeon or Link and Zelda's are specifically found on the overworld. Zelda's is found in here, and it's awful. It's okay in single player, but you're gonna start us all the way back at the beginning.
Yep. I didn't expect you to hit the thing. There's just so much damage happening. Alright, that's Zelda's legendary weapon, and now I'm going to intentionally void out to get us back to the beginning, and now we are basically dead. Fantastic. Normally we scream much louder, but it's 6 a.m. and there are 3 other people sleeping in this house.
Thanks.
Let me...
I'm
already on Royal. You should grab a shovel.
That too.
Alright, semi-final dungeon. We need 3 keys for this. We have 3 keys. That's a good spot to be in. That is exactly where you want to be. So we need this because the dungeon has 3 floors.
Oh no.
And you are now Link, and you must deal with your sins. So there's a very specific reason that we don't play as Link, which is because Zelda has Nehru's Love, which is just broken to hell. Oh, sorry on language. You just choose not to deal with damage, or not to deal with knockback, or really anything unpleasant that you want. You just press R and it goes away. Which is magnificent in a speedrun context. Link, on the other hand, has no such goodies, and because we are using a Zelda-only weapon, we don't even have anything for him to use beyond a base dagger.
So I'm basically just here to meet shield.
Yep, he's just here to meet shield. And why did I have a glass flail?
Because you picked it up.
I thought you picked it up.
No.
I'm very tired.
Oh, there we go. We didn't expect me to last too long once I switched to Link.
Yeah, no, once you got Link, it was over. Oh, hey, look, a heart. That's nice. Where's the exit?
Left. Presumably down.
Yep, there it is. Alright.
Don't die.
It's just a dark nut. How bad could it be? They said shortly before exploding. Oh, come on, guys. Fellas. These guys are terrible, and we have to go all the way around them, and now we don't have a way to heal, but that's okay, because we are doing this
I'll
for
be
sure.
at full health.
Alright.
Grab a heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the heart. It is what I would do if I could read. Okay. Actually, 4 hearts isn't that bad of a place. Do we have a gives you what you need?
I think we do.
Okay.
And this is the first final boss.
Yeah, this game has multiple final bosses because roguelikes are nothing if not agony. This is Octavo. Every single update, they have made him progressively more annoying. Well, there goes most of my health. But fortunately, he's pretty manageable in co-op. As long as you don't allow him to shoot you onto the Link panels. And if you become Link in the middle of one of these runs, you have to deal with your sins for the remainder thereof.
Because you can technically switch and make the other person Link. But
that's not fair. Okay, this is his death now. We're actually doing pretty good. Okay, perfect. All right. Oh no! No!
yes.
We have a little mini competition to see who can get into the portal first, and it's usually me.
Well, you do start directly in the path.
Because I have one less tile to go, but that involves me hitting it perfectly. So this is the final dungeon, which is Future Hyrule. It's also a nightmare. Everything in here hits like a Mack truck, and it has absolutely no respect for any of your personal space. So you're going to see us actually not face tank things for once, you know, assuming things go well. I face tanked that hit because that was definitely planned. That was routed in. That was a route-allotted face tank. Oh, if we get Shadow Zelda or Shadow Link as the boss fight, we can do some creative stuff because we have Royal.
Oh, there's a hole there.
There is a hole there. There is in fact a hole.
Looks like it's bottom right.
So we are nearing the end of this game. You have my sincere apologies that we're probably going to wind up going over estimate. We thought we had prepared for a worst case scenario in the RNG seed, and this is unprecedented. I've never been locked out of the entire left side of the map before. But we are getting very close to the end. Oh, that's good. Here we go. Alright, one more floor. We just need to find the floor boss here, and then we can clear out, and we are gold to fight Ganon. Speaking of which, spoiler alert, the final boss of this Zelda game is Ganon, which you probably never saw coming.
I know I didn't. It's not over here.
Day 3, that's never happened before bingo card started. You've killed me.
Sure did.
That's, I think, what are we at, 125 or 150?
Individually or together?
Me.
You're at 125.
I'm at 125, okay. Alright. Alright. Fantastic.
And this is the Ganon fight. So Ganon always takes 1 damage from everything you do, even if you have 2 damage, unless it's explosive.
I'll poke again. Fantastic. Alright, that was first phase Ganon. Ganon has 3 phases, only 2 of them actually involve hitting them. Oh, that's fine. I'll bomb. Nope.
Neither of us will bomb.
Either of us will bomb because he flies away too fast. If you're really, really lucky, you can get him on that. I'll bomb. Fantastic.
Alright.
Alright, here's phase 3. Phase 3 is just don't die, which is harder than it sounds. And that's time. Sorry.
Time, that's it. That's the whole game.
That is the entire game in altogether too much time. This is going to complain because we're on an old version and can't submit to the leaderboards. And that is 2955 IGT, which is, I think, the worst we've done in about a month and a half.
Except for the one that we didn't finish.
Yeah, except for the one that we didn't finish. So that's awesome. So that's never happened before bingo card. We got locked outside of the west side of the map. That was time. It was time when all 3 of us hit the Triforce. I'm very sorry I didn't give you a heads up. But yeah, that is Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda, any percent co-op, glitchless story mode. Or if you're not insane, Cadence any percent co-op. And that is, I think, just about all we have. So what's our total? I'm at 125 for me dying, and you're at
50.
50? All right. So we will have those in very shortly. But yeah, that is all from us. Thank you, guys.
Perfect.